Good morning, students. In our previous class, we have discussed about computer memory. We have learned there are two types of computer memory: primary memory and secondary memory. And we have discussed that primary memory have two types: RAM and ROM. Today, we will cover some parts of secondary memory. Secondary memory is not in the direct reach of CPU, while primary memory is in the direct reach of CPU. The data present in it is first accessed by the primary memory and then is passed on the CPU for processing. You can see the picture on the right hand side of our slide. Secondary memory is of utmost importance in the computer system as the data is stored permanently and it has a large storage capacity. It is non-volatile in nature. That means data stored in it is not lost even the power goes off. Secondary memory is also known as external memory or auxiliary memory. We will now discuss about the varieties of secondary memory or secondary storage devices. The first one is magnetic tape. The magnetic tape consists of magnetic coating on a thin plastic strip. It was invented by Fritz Flumer in 1928. It looks similar like the music cassettes. Its average storage capacity ranges from 5 MB to 140 MB. Nowadays, use of magnetic tapes has been restricted to data backup only, as more reliable and faster solutions have been developed, such as hard drives. Here we can see a new word: data backup. A data backup is the process of copying files and folders for the purpose of being able to restore them in case the data is lost due to any mishap such as fire, flood, etc. Hard disk. Hard disk consists of magnetic coating on a thin plastic strip. It was invented by IBM team led by Ray Johnson, the father of disk drive, in the year of 1956. Normally, the hard disk has 1024 tracks on it. Now you may think, what is track? Hard disk composed on one or more platters or discs coated with magnetic material. Both the sides of each disc are rechargeable. Each disc is divided into concentric circles known as tracks. Each track is further divided into sectors. All the platters are placed on a central spindle which makes them to rotate at continuous speed. On each rotating surface, many read and write heads are positioned to read as well as write the data on the disk. As of January 2019, with the largest capacity of drives reaching 15 GB or terabyte. The another name of hard disk is Winchester disk. Here we can see compact disc or CD. It is an optical storage device invented by James Russell in the year of 1965. It is a flat and round and coated with highly reflective material. It is shiny on one side and dull on the other side. The dull part contains the label depicting information about the CD, like the name of the company, the storage capacity of the CD, etc. A CD made up of 3 layers. The first layer is made up of tough but brittle plastic called polycarbonate. The second layer of aluminium, and finally there is a protective layer of plastic and lacquer on the top of aluminium layer. Normally, the data written or saved on the CD cannot be erased or overwritten. That is why CD is also called as CD-ROM. Here ROM stands for read-only memory. Computer needs a device called CD drive or CD-ROM drive to play the CD. CD drives uses laser beam to read the data present on the CD. CD or CD-ROM comes up with the following varieties. That's are CD recordable and CD rewritable. CD recordable type of compact disc is initially blank and lets the user to save data on it only once. Once the data is written on it, it functions as CD-ROM. That means the data can only be read from it. The rewritable CDs present on this type of CD that can be erased many times to save new data on it. The average storage capacity of CD is 700 MB. A computer requires a special device called CD writer to write data to a CD R or CD RW. So children, this much for today. Follow the video properly and read your book. Thank you.